One of the other things that I want to talk about is just a clearer look at our demographic. You know that we're working with ages 18 to 35. You know we're working with people that have some challenging backgrounds, but you don't know the extent of some of the challenging backgrounds. This is a pilot program, and with it being a pilot program, these individuals were selected, and they were selected, not selected to make it easy, selected to cover basically every demographic that will fall into the category that we use. With that being the case, I was able to, they're allowing me to share a bit of a case study. This is not fictitious, this is an actual case study, and I will not call the person's name out because this is one of the group, the individuals that will be sitting in here on in July. Okay, I want you to get an idea of what's going on. I'll use the name Tiffany, okay? Tiffany is an African-American, 21-year-old single parent. Now, please remember, Tiffany will be here. It's not a case study. Tiffany will be sitting right here, but her name is not Tiffany. She has a parent of two 4-year-old twins, and the twins are exhibiting slight developmental delays. And they display introvert behaviors and difficulty formulating and trusting relationships, and Tiffany has been repeatedly sexually abused by her father, her uncle, and a neighbor since she was 4 years old. Approximately 1 year ago, maybe around last summer, the father was sentenced to 75 years in prison along with the neighbor. The uncle accepted a plea bargain of 35 years while admitting abusing the two 4-year-olds. So, and the mother will be sentenced in June. So when she comes with us in July, her mother will have just been sentenced. Some of the individuals that we are dealing with, they're coming out of horrific situations, but they're just coming out of them. Like they're coming to us in July, and some of the situations are ending in April. And the next step that they have is to come to you. So you have this young lady who has been sexually abused by her father since she was a small child, by her uncle since she was a small child, and by her neighbor. The two children, the two twins, it has been proven that both of the twins are by her father. So her children's father is her father. And then she found out that the uncle was sexually abusing the 4-year-olds as well. Now she's coming to you. It's not a hypothetical. It's not fictitious. That's what we're going to give you another example. Another young man is coming. He's had some challenges, a little introvert on his job, but he was sexually abused by his father. Sexually abused by his father to the point that he had to have surgery to reconstruct his rectum. And now he's coming to you. The group that we're getting have been individually chosen to go through our program. We're not just getting people that just need jobs. We're not just getting people that just need a place to stay. We're getting people that have been devastated in life. We're getting people that when you look at some of what they're doing, you need to understand the why behind why it's being done. But with that being the case, we still need to understand that this is a mentoring program. It's a mentoring program, and it's not a counseling program. If you do a very good job with them, with their hurts and their pain, and you do an excellent job of counseling them, you will have failed in the mentoring program, because we're not counseling, we're mentoring. One of the byproducts of mentoring is relational. So one of the byproducts of mentoring is that some strength and some healing will take place. And that's what I was telling you before, that our mentoring program is based around goals. So when you help them establish what their goals are, and that's what I was saying once before, you are not creating goals for them. You're not setting goals and then they're coming toward the goals that you're setting. What you're doing is you're finding out the goals that are in them. You're helping bring clarity to what they want to do, and you all walking through that together. And once those goals have been established, then they will move into the direction of meeting those goals. And the byproduct of that, or the secondary consequence of that, is that they'll be strengthened, they'll be encouraged, and they'll get a big dose of the I cans. But if you get so emotionally involved in what's going on, you'll find yourself trying to be a counselor, and that's not what you're being paid to do. You're being paid to mentor. If you go to the dentist, sometimes the dentist will tell you, you need to go to a periodontist. And he says, yeah, I do work in your mouth, but that's not what I do. You need someone that's going to do something with your gums. What I'm saying is, you do work with the individual, but counseling them and trying to, and your focus, your initial focus, trying to bring inner healing to some of the devastation they've gone through, that's not what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to set goals, find the goals, not set goals for them, but help them set goals themselves. Move them toward the goals, because that's what mentors do. They walk with them toward the goals, and as they're established, they get strengthened. One of the other things that I want to say is, as you begin to find things, because like I just shared 2 cases with you, I mean, we can all agree that that's pretty horrific, am I right? Yeah, well, we're going to have several of those, several of those. So once again, I want to say, this is not just a situation that somebody needs a job and they need a place to stay. It's not. These are people that have been devastated by life. One of the things that you don't want to happen, you don't want these individuals to become needy of you because you devastate their life. What do I mean by that? They only have you for 12 months. So you've got to make sure that you're not establishing a relationship that they feel like, I've got to have you. Because if you do that, they're going to get devastated at the end of the 12 months. What will happen is that they will have an opportunity to formulate some great relationships with each other. But the strongest thing that you can do for them is show them how to set goals, show them how to meet those goals, and begin to show them the logistics of that. That's something that they can use for the rest of their life. Because no matter how much you love them, or no matter how much you have a heart for them, at the end of the 12 months, you're going to have other people. And, well, you know, after the program is over with, you can just give me a call if you need anything, okay, but that's not really going to be true. I'm not saying they can't ever call you, but they won't be able to call you like that. When you're working in the daytime, they can't call you. So now, if you set them up for that, you set them up for failure. Around the 9th month, we'll be working and positioning them to transition and to be stronger with these skills in their everyday life. But we don't want them to become dependent on us. We want to find the thing that's in them and help strengthen those skills. Thank you.